Welcome to Lumi Forge, where we at Darkviolet.ai are building something entirely new, and we're excited that you've decided to build along with us. As a part of the Lumi Forge Founding Creators Program, you're invited to forge a path along with us on the cutting edge of technology and knowledge building and sharing. Our mission is simple. We want to give creators a platform that greatly amplifies their expertise and knowledge by making it more engaging and interactive. Content that truly resonates with audiences who are accustomed to fast-paced digital experiences. With Lumi Forge, your readers and followers will actively engage with and explore your work, rather than just passively reading, potentially retaining very little. Here, your static content becomes dynamic exploration, and your readers are active participants in a world that you create together. As a creator with Lumi Forge, you get more than publishing or hosting. You get partnership. We provide the tools to transform your expertise into engaging, interactive experiences without technical complexity. You shape your space on Lumi Forge, while we provide you with a home for your work that will stay at the forefront of what is possible in today's fast-paced world. Our library will host a vast array of titles by talented and knowledgeable creators just like you. Whether it's a deep dive into history, a technical guide on coding, or a creative writing workshop, each title on Lumi Forge is a gateway. As a creator, Lumi Forge offers you a vast array of ever-expanding features to help you share your insights and reach readers and followers in new, curiosity-driven ways. You can always refer to the Be a Creator portal on lumiforge.io to explore the inner workings of our platform. You can even explore simulations of the various aspects of Lumi Forge, because we know that the best way to learn is by exploration. Once you have created your account and are logged in, you'll enter the Creator Studio, your command center. From here, you can add a new resource, view and edit your resources, manage your images and other assets, and manage your Lumi Forge marketplace. All of your creative tools are accessible from this central dashboard. Let's walk through creating your first project. Click on the New Resource button. This will take you to the first step to creating your new content, the title. Once you've entered a catchy title, click on Create Resource and you're on your way. Now give your resource some personality. You can upload or generate a resource image, which will be your content's face in the Lumi Forge library. Next, add categories that align with your resource's subject to help users find it when they browse through our topics. Write a compelling description and overview, and add tags for our upcoming searchability features. You can also add resource highlights. Think of these as the best quotes or snippets for your content. These will appear in a dynamic carousel on your resource's homepage. Now it starts to get really fun. Let's add your content. For this example, I will be adding just one document, since this is a single article resource. For longer works, though, you can think of these resource contents like the chapters or sections of your overarching resource. You can either upload a PDF like I'm doing here, or you can input your content directly into the platform. Our system will automatically parse your text and provide you with stats, including word count and estimated read time. Now that we have your source material uploaded, it's time to build an exploration. In Lumi Forge, an exploration is an interactive lesson or chapter, the core building block of your resource. To start, simply select the resource content for the current exploration you're building. This is the resource content that this exploration will be based upon. In this case, I'm making a single article resource, so I have uploaded only one body of content. But you can easily combine any of the content you have uploaded or input in order to form the basis for your exploration. Now that we have selected the content for our exploration, we get to decide how we want our content streamlined for user viewing and interaction. The first option you get to select is the layout of the text, the types of sections it will be divided into. We have a variety of options, and we will be adding to these regularly. And don't worry if you don't see exactly what you want. You'll have the opportunity to make detailed changes a bit later. Next, we choose the tone or the verbal style we want applied to the content. This can be anything from maintaining your exact wording and flow to a minimal and simple proofreading that fixes typos and punctuation type errors. Or you can even give your content a Richard Feynman or Socratic tone. We will also be expanding these options regularly. The possibilities are endless. You can also choose to incorporate some of our specialty components, but for now, we'll keep it simple. Let's see how our exploration content turns out. Once your content has been fully generated, you can review it to make sure it's exactly what you want. As you can see here, our system has added appropriate and engaging image examples for the text that are capable of enhancing the communication of your ideas to the explorer. You can also edit these images, generate new images, or upload your own when we get to editing the details. If the exploration is not to your liking, we have 3 ways to edit. You can either select the prompted auto edit. This allows you to tell Lumi Forge the types of changes you would like to have applied to your exploration content. Or you can use the manual editing feature to get into the details. Or you can start all over completely. Let's look at the manual editing features. This is one of my favorite parts. The first thing you probably notice when you open the HTML editor is all of the code on the left. But don't worry, we've made it easy for you to use our features with minimal need to get into the weeds of HTML. But just know that if you really want to, you can tweak and perfect every aspect of your content. We even give you a detailed explanation of how to use each and every feature, here in the HTML how-to guide. On the right side of the screen, you have 2 ways of viewing your content, either as an edit-in-place rendering of the HTML, or you can switch to the display view. This is the way your users will actually see your content when they are reading in the interaction panel on Lumi Forge. Those features I mentioned, they go far, so let's look at a few. But remember to always refer back to the guide, because there just might be a feature that would elevate your content, and you don't want to miss it. Here we see how you can do a YouTube search and find videos that elevate the effectiveness of your content. You can insert them directly into your exploration, and voila! You have just upped the engagement factor of your work. Then you can edit and place the caption and details about the video that you inserted. If you right-click inside the HTML left panel, you will see a menu that gives you access to all sorts of code snippets and elements that you can insert directly into your content and then edit them. Be sure to look through all the options that we have, and always let us know if you imagine something new that we could add to the library, because our mission is to make Lumi Forge the most engaging and inspiring experience for both you and the explorers who come to engage with your content. And we're forging this path with you and our other experienced creators. You can also insert images from Unsplash by doing a quick search and clicking Insert. And our Image Asset Manager is accessible here as well. We want you to have every tool you need to make your content the most engaging and interesting it can be. Once you have perfected the exploration content, you can save and return to the exploration page to add tags and explorer goals. Think of these goals as assurance that our AI interactions and generated content will fully maintain coverage and spaced repetition of your content and the main ideas you wish to convey. This way we can make sure users engage with 100% of your content and that the AI interactions always stay right on point. To generate these goals automatically, just click on the Generate button in the Goals section. Anytime you see that button with the little recycle arrows, that means you can automatically generate or regenerate that particular field. And then you can edit what is generated as well. Next, let's talk about illuminations. These are our core interaction element and the main way explorers of your content gain their experience points. We use these in a wide variety of ways. These are the interactions that explorers will have with your content as they're reading. Not only will they discuss the topics and details of your content in the interaction panel, but they will be served the illuminations that you generate as a way of truly absorbing the ideas and words through active engagement and exploration. When you generate illuminations, those goals that we created earlier, they will be used in consideration as Lumi Forge creates these gems of knowledge, sculpted from your words and ideas. Illuminations are also the foundation of our 5 interactive games that offer even more engaging ways of exploring your content. This is one of our favorite ways of combining knowledge building with the fast-paced and stimulation-driven interaction that some explorers rely on in current times. We see it as not leaning into weakness, but enforcing strength and taking patterns that could lead to weakness, but using them for good, for illuminating the mind. And that's why we call these little jewels Illuminations. We give you control over the creation of your illuminations to whatever degree you desire. Start by choosing the type and number of illuminations you want to add. You can add details in the prompt for any additional instructions you want Lumi Forge to consider in generating the illuminations, and then click to generate. Once your set of illuminations is complete, you can review it and edit to your heart's content. And all of the illuminations that you have created for a given exploration can be easily accessed in your exploration view and edit pages from the Illuminations carousel. From there, you can always add more illuminations at any time, and you can edit. Next, let's look at micro-explorations. Think of these as the energetic younger sibling to an exploration. These represent our answer to the patterns of doom scrolling, rage baiting, and social media rabbit holes that have become the most toxic parts of our society. So we take that familiar habit and we use it for good. In a micro-exploration, the user is introduced to a series of frames through which they swipe and interact, all the while gaining additional experience points for their engagement. There are information or knowledge check frames, which present the user with a short snippet of your content. The explorer will swipe right if they remember the content, or they'll swipe left if they feel like they probably need to review it again. There are Do You Know frames, which are where a user is presented with illumination that stems from the information presented in previous frames. And there are Insight frames. These present the user with the correct answer to a preceding illumination frame. They also offer additional insights about the reasoning behind that answer. By engaging with your content in micro-explorations, your explorers will get to really know your ideas. They become truly invested in building their knowledge based on your expertise, your story, or your guidance. And that is knowledge that truly stays around and helps propel explorers further and illuminate their mind at a deeper level. You can create micro-explorations for any exploration that has attached resource content, even if the exploration itself doesn't have styled exploration content included. We know that some resources will actually work best if delivered entirely as micro-explorations and game interactions to explorers. So remember that you always have that option at your disposal as well. Creating a micro-exploration is incredibly simple. Just navigate to the view or edit page of the exploration for which you want to create a micro-exploration and click Add Micro-Exploration. You can add details to the micro-exploration prompt if you would like, but Lumi Forge does a great job even without further prompting. It will use the goals and content to craft a fun interaction for your explorers with its default setup. But you can designate which types of illuminations you would like to have included. If you leave all at 0, then a balanced variety will be created for you, and it will contain approximately 15 frames in total. Once your micro-exploration is complete, you can scroll through the frames and see the result. You can always edit any of the content within your micro-exploration to make it a perfect experience of your ideas and content for your explorers. And there you have it. You've taken raw text and transformed it into a multifaceted, engaging, and interactive experience that allows your explorers to follow their own curiosity and dive as deep as they want, or get a quick refresher on your ideas anytime they have a few minutes to spare for a quick micro-exploration or a run through one of our 5 games. And now, when I navigate to the Lumi Forge title library, there's our new resource, ready for explorers. Thank you for deciding to forge this path alongside us at Lumi Forge. We have big dreams that we are making a reality, and this couldn't happen without you. You are a part of the fire that makes Lumi Forge burn bright. Let us know if you have any questions or comments, and we look forward to a bright future of knowledge building and sharing together.